We want to talk a little bit more about brain health. And there are so many things you can be putting in your body and so many things that you should not be putting in your body that can help or not help. So
Absolutely.
What do we need to be consuming?
First of all, congratulations to those contestants because they're doing so wonderfully. As soon as you lose even any small percent of fat, we're talking 5 pounds, for example, representative of a few percent of your body fat, your brain says, thank you so much. These are bad fat pounds, certainly around the thoracic region, both for men and for women, of course, contributing to the diabetic epidemic. So it starts with blood sugar, in my opinion, and Dr. Joey's. And even what Joey said earlier on, you know, this is about, eating those foods that balance blood sugar, the keto diet being the most healthy for the brain, by the way, most research shows. But let's just, the elephant in the room here, these 2 worst white powders for you, sugar and flour. If we can please, it's rhetoric, I know, but kick it out. You don't need it. As soon as blood sugar is imbalanced, we're evolved, by the way, on the keto tip, we're evolved for fast and famine. We've evolved. And what does your brain then do? It goes to fat stores and uses. So your brain actually survives better on ketones than it does on sugar. We don't like the spikes. Okay, so these oils, whether it's sunflower oil, vegetable oil, poor cooking oils, this is actually olive oil, but look how light that is. You must get extra virgin olive oil. Look into red palm fruit oil.
We've talked about that before.
Tocotrienols in here. There's a certain type of vitamin E reversing white matter lesions in the brain post-stroke. Okay, amazing evidence to show this.
Tell them what that's called again, because it's not just palm oil.
No, it's actually sustainable Malaysian red palm fruit oil.
So
the mesocarp, not the kernel. That kernel, that's in junk food and snack food. It's the the bright red. So there's beta carotenes and vitamin E, the tocotrienols in here. To protect the brain, make a brain healthier. We've heard of coconut oil, so please use these cooking oils. By the way, these 2 have very high smoke points. Avocado's got the highest. So, but when you smoke, when you cook beyond the smoke point, you burn the oil. It's actually bad for your brain. Folks, get into spices. Saffron, I know it's expensive, but studies showing brain health, nerve protection, amazing. Sage doesn't sound like somebody who's wise it's for a million reasons. These antioxidants, curcumin, found in turmeric, cinnamon to balance blood sugar. I add it to my coffee, and rosemary. Put this on your meats and proteins because they will protect them from the searing, which causes these PAHs and HCAs, so these are long acronyms, that actually damage brain. They're toxins that when you sear your meat on the barbecue, you can protect it with rosemary. Okay, so get into the spices.
Good to know.
In North America, we've created, thank goodness, health agencies, U.S. and Canada, the kind of, the My Plate scenario. They plated up mainly vegetables and fruits, proteins, which includes the vegetarian sources. I like fish 3 times a week, and grains. Here's the exception. They don't talk about this. The exception is gluten-free. Go gluten-free. I know you've heard about it a million times.
Really?
Well, here's why. Latest research, there's books written on the topic by neurosurgeons. We'll have them on cityline.tv, a few, right? Good evidence to show gluten, regardless as to your genetic susceptibility, being celiac or sensitive, is toxic to the brain.
You're kidding me.
No joke.
After all this time, we've been saying you don't need to go gluten-free if you're not celiac.
I'm the first one to admit it right here on Cityline. We have, and I used to say if you're not sensitive, there are many times. I'm telling you now.
Go gluten-free?
Absolutely. Barley, rye, some oats, spelt, particularly wheat. So a small amount of grain, bean, and make sure your plate looks like this. Proteins, all of these vegetables, cruciferous as well as walnuts. These look like a mini brain. It looks like a brain filled with omega-3 fat. This is anthropomorphism when we talk about things that look like is good for, but that's really important. Okay, water, make sure it's reverse osmosis or distilled. We don't want the toxins. There are many in water. City water might be clean, but it's not pure. Okay, and these supplements, I'll whip through them. There's a particular aloe ingredient that's out there. We'll have these on cityline.tv. PQQ, it sounds like CoQ10. PQQ helps mitochondria in the brain, essential fatty acids, and green coffee bean for attention, focus, alertness, and concentration.
Those EFAs, are you getting those in the regular omega-3? Or
this is an algal sustainable omega-3 that is vegetarian based. I think we have a problem with fish because of the dioxins, furans, heavy metals. We don't want those in our brain. So go for sustainable algal forms of DHA. DHA is brain juice.
It is.
It's brain juice. We need it. Everyone needs to supplement with it.
Really good information. Thank you for that.